What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. So today we got our first look at the season 3 operators, the battle pass operators, as well as even Blackcell. So we got a lot to go over here and talk about. This is the third video that I've uploaded today, so if you've missed any of the other two going over new season 3 information, I highly recommend you check out those videos so you're up to date. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first thing that we have is the MW 2019 Milsim operator. This is a different Milsim operator than the USEF that we already talked about in a past video, but he was actually teased in the newest COD pod that was posted today. So for a couple of seconds, we ended up seeing this operator. Other than that, I didn't see him in any of the roadmap photos or any of the blogs. So this may just be for the purpose of this video that they decided to put him in here, or it could actually be an upcoming operator that maybe is in the battle pass, so you'll be able to unlock him through other means. Now, the next set of operators that we have, these are the free operators that we talked about already, but just to give you a reminder in case you may have missed that video, the first one is the Domino operator. This is going to be the exact 1-in-1 from the MW19 version. This will be a reward that you can get starting from the first day of the Season 3 update. They did give us a couple of photos just to showcase the different angles, what she looks like. And then the second operator coming in alongside her is the Roach USEF Milsim operator skin. And once again, he's also unlockable through the return of Verdansk event, and he will be a 1-in-1 remake from MW19. And then the last operator that we have, this is an all-new Black Ops 6 operator. This comes in for Kane, and this will be unlockable through the event as one of the secret special rewards. And the name of this operator is known as the Trailblazer. Anyways, going on to the next operator that we have, this is a winter tactical geared operator. I saw two different photos of him. The very first photo within the blog post showed him off in the distance, and then we ended up getting a second one showcasing him a little bit closer up. I'm not entirely sure which operator this is for, but it's definitely something that's probably going to be available within the battle pass. Typically, outfits that look like this are unlockable through the battle pass. The next operator that we have, this one was barely shown, not too much, but this is definitely going to be one in the battle pass, and it actually looks like Outrider from Black Ops 3. If you guys remember the specialist, she was the one who used the bow and arrow. So this is an image from BO3, and then taking a look here at the version that they had within the blog post today, it actually looks very identical. Now, what's very interesting about this operator in itself is there was also a Blackcell version, which is why I'm saying it's guaranteed to be the one in the battle pass, and it looks exactly the same, except now they have a black and gold variant to it. And with the way that we've already seen BO3, I guess, inspired outfits get added into the game, it's existing operators, they're just going to get an outfit. So, for example, Bailey, she might just get an outfit that looks like her, and then they're going to name it something completely different, but it's definitely inspired by the specialist from BO3. So that's another operator that I noticed. Going on to the next operator that we have, this is a new skin for Stone. Now, we originally thought the Cold War version of Black Ops 6 Stone was going to be the one that they added, but it looks like they may have made some sort of adjustments to him because it's not the same exact outfit, but this one is more of like a camouflage version. He lost the hood that he got in Black Ops 6, and then now he's just has sort of different coloration in terms of the gear that you're able to use with him. But this one is definitely going to be a part of the battle pass. It's very obvious to tell something like this is not going to be sold as a store bundle. It doesn't exactly look like the one that we saw in the Warzone key artwork, so that one looked like a 1-in-1 to Cold Wars, but this one they made some changes and adjustments to it, so maybe it was scrapped, or maybe that could be a completely different skin. But at the moment, this is the one that they've shown the most, so I believe this is the more updated version of him. Now, alongside the Stone operator, right next to him, there was also another operator which we've actually seen in the past before, but it was teased yet again, and that is the Redacted operator. If you guys remember, we originally saw him, they updated him and then removed him from the files, and then they ended up giving us that level 1000 operator instead. And then once again, we ended up seeing him during the season 2 trailer, but he was never an operator. They were just using him as like a dummy, and now we see him once again, but this time he's infilling along with Stone, so there is a potential chance that he may be involved within this battle pass. Maybe he's going to be a part of this season somehow. He does fit the theme with like that Milsim style that they're going with, but hey, it could just be yet again another teaser, very similar to how it was with like the Soap Hawk skin, where they teased them multiple times in marketing but then they never dropped them. They could be doing the same thing here with this guy. But other than this operator, there's also another operator right next to him as well in the infill, and this is like a thicker Milsim operator with like extra gear on him, and we see him multiple different times. This is the photo that they had with him, like him infilling alongside the other operators, and then they also had one where he was front and center in terms of showcasing the movement. So this is definitely one of those operators you're going to see. And then I did remember seeing a Blackcell version of this skin, which we're going to talk about Blackcell later on in the video. And then the next operator that we have after that, this is a masked operator that is basically flying in. So this was like showcasing that you can now shoot while you are infilling and flying in. And they use this operator to showcase that. Once again, completely brand new. I can't entirely guess who that is. If you guys know who that is, let me know, but I don't think it's a new character. It's just a skin variant for an existing BO6 operator. I've only seen them show this skin one time, and this was the only photo where we got to see her, but this is who she is and what she looks like. Now, the following operator that we have, this is the most obvious one, and that is Hudson, the brand new character within the Battle Pass, probably going to be available in Tier 1. I did see multiple different variants of him, so I believe there's going to be a Tier 1 and a Tier 100. The first one that I saw, he's wearing that beanie, he has the sunglasses on, and then he's dressed in blue alongside tactical gear. And not only did we see him in the key artwork, but there was a couple photos of him with that variant. And then there's another one where he's face painted, he has on a green tactical outfit, the beanie's gone, he's wearing some gloves. It looks like he's definitely in that serious warfare mode. And alongside this, it's definitely probably going to be the Tier 100 variant, considering how different it looks. I'm glad that they're not going the crazy looking fire at the top of the head, outlandish type of style for the Tier 100, but they're still keeping it realistic, especially for those of you guys who are more interested in milsims than wacky skins. On top of him, there's also another operator available in the Battle Pass that they did show, and that is Mace. Now, as for the Mace operator, I saw the same style for pretty much all of the images except for one of them, which I'm going to talk about that in the Blackcell section. So this is going to be probably one of the rewards that you're going to get midway through the Battle Pass if it's not a part of Tier 1 alongside Jason Hudson. But this is the different outfit. I guess they just made him a little bit more fresh, changed him up. The mask is a little bit more shiny than usual. He is in darker gear than he was in like the MW2 version. Considering he is a MW2, MW3 operator, I don't think they're going to allow you to use him in BO6, so he might be in the Battle Pass, but you're only going to be able to equip him in Warzone, similar to how it is with Domino as well as the USEF operators. Going on to the next operator that we have, it looks like we have a female character with a British logo. Some people were saying this fits the characteristics of Helen Park, and she has on a brown leather jacket as well as like one of those winter hats. We did see a couple of photos of the operator, but in all of the photos, you can't see the face too clearly, so you can't tell precisely who it is. And then once again, because it fits that realistic milsim type of outfit style, it's probably going to be available within the Battle Pass. Now, the next operator that we have, we only got one image, and you have to zoom in to really get a clear shot of him, but this is a masked operator. He has like a red line. He's also wearing a gas mask, dressed in tactical gear yet again, but this is the only photo that we have of him. I know for a fact he's available in the Battle Pass because there's also another variant of this operator with the Blackcell version. Now, before I show you Blackcell, there's one more operator. This is a ghillie outfit. Not entirely sure if this is an older ghillie outfit from like MW2 or MW3, and then they decided to just put it in the image just for the sake of showcasing the brand new sniper, or if this is actually a brand new ghillie outfit, but I'm gonna show it to you guys just in case. And then the next thing that we have is the Blackcell variant of these operators. So a couple of Blackcell photos were shown. The very first one here, you can see 3 different operators. Remember how we talked about the Outrider operator being in the Battle Pass? This is the Blackcell variant of her, yet again being showcased. And we know this is Blackcell because of that gold and black style that they typically use for Blackcell. Looks like they're bringing that back here. Then the operator in the middle, the mask and the outfit sort of match it, but then he also has on these really big visors. And then following that on the right side, that thicker milsim operator that we talked about before, he yet again has a Blackcell variant, which is like that black and gold style to it. Now, there's also one more photo that we have of Blackcell being showcased here. It looks like it's actually a pretty crazy one because this is the most outlandish one that I've seen so far in terms of all the operators. This looks like a variant for Mace. Some people are saying could potentially be like a Tier 100, but I personally believe this is just the Blackcell variant of the regular Mace operator skin. So this is what they decided to do for him, and there is animation effects with the top of his head. His helmet, his eyes are also on fire, and you're starting to see more animations here that you didn't in the other photo. So the masked operator that we talked about, there's his Blackcell variant. His mask is now white. There's like some sort of sparkles or glitters that are floating above his head. You also see that yet again with this other masked operator. And I think the masked guy right here is the version for Stone. It looks very similar to him, except it's black and gold. And then you also have that Juggernaut thick operator skin being shown yet again with the minigun and like the whole Juggernaut looking type of outfit. Anyways, these are the operators that have been revealed so far. There is going to be a multiplayer blog that goes live tomorrow. They're going to showcase operator bundles, potentially more battle pass rewards, the tier 100, etc. So I'm going to have an updated version of this video, but from this blog here, there's plenty of operators that are already shown, and I wanted to let you guys know about it. But what are your thoughts? Don't forget to hit that like and sub button so you never miss out on any Call of Duty news or updates.